Shipbreaking is a necessary part of the shipping industry. Old ships must be dismantled. This process provides jobs and recycled steel. But shipbreaking has a dark side. It comes at a huge cost to the environment and human health. This is especially true in South Asia, where most ships end up. Shipbreaking pollutes coastal areas, turning once pristine environments into wastelands. The process involves dismantling old ships, which are often filled with toxic substances. Ships contain many hazardous materials, including oil, asbestos, and heavy metals. These materials are not only dangerous to the environment, but also pose significant health risks to workers and nearby communities. These include oil, asbestos, and heavy metals. When these ships are dismantled, these substances are often not properly contained. When ships are dismantled, these substances leak into the environment, contaminating the surrounding areas. This leakage can have far-reaching consequences. They pollute the water and soil, making it difficult for local flora and fauna to survive. The contamination can spread, affecting larger ecosystems. This harms marine life and coastal communities. Fish and other marine animals often die from exposure to these toxic substances, and local communities suffer from the loss of their livelihoods. Toxic spills are common in shipbreaking yards. These spills release dangerous chemicals into the ocean, further exacerbating the problem. These spills release dangerous chemicals into the ocean, which can travel long distances and affect marine life far from the original spill site. These chemicals can kill fish and other marine animals, disrupting the food chain and leading to a decline in marine biodiversity. They can also contaminate seafood, making it unsafe to eat. This poses a significant health risk to humans who consume contaminated fish and shellfish. Shipbreaking also destroys important habitats. Coastal areas that once supported diverse ecosystems are turned into barren wastelands. Mangrove forests are often cleared to make way for shipbreaking yards. These forests are crucial for protecting coastlines and providing habitat for numerous species. These forests are vital nurseries for many fish species. Their destruction means the loss of breeding grounds and shelter for young fish. The destruction has a devastating impact on marine biodiversity. The loss of these habitats leads to a decline in fish populations and other marine life. The environmental damage caused by shipbreaking is severe and long-lasting. It affects not only the immediate area but also has broader implications for global marine health. Shipbreaking is extremely dangerous work, fraught with numerous risks and challenges. Workers are exposed to many hazards on a daily basis, making their jobs perilous. These hazards include falling objects, unexpected explosions, and the inhalation of toxic fumes. Unfortunately, many workers often lack the necessary safety equipment and proper training to handle these dangers. As a result, accidents and fatalities are alarmingly common in these environments. Workers in shipbreaking yards often face terrible conditions, both in their work and living environments. They work long hours, often for very low pay, which barely sustains their families. They may be exposed to dangerous substances without any protection, increasing their risk of severe health issues. Many workers are migrants or come from poor communities, seeking any form of employment to survive. They have few other options for work, making them vulnerable to exploitation and harsh working conditions. The health impacts of shipbreaking are significant and far-reaching. Workers are at risk of developing respiratory problems, cancer, and other serious diseases due to prolonged exposure to hazardous materials. These health problems can have long-term consequences, not just for the workers, but also for their families, affecting future generations. The environmental and human costs of shipbreaking are unacceptable. These costs include severe pollution of our oceans and beaches, and the hazardous working conditions faced by laborers in these yards. We need stricter regulations and enforcement to protect both people and the planet. Without these regulations, the damage will continue unchecked, causing irreversible harm to our environment and communities. Sustainable ship recycling practices are essential. These practices not only protect the environment, but also ensure the safety and well-being of workers involved in the process. Consumers can play a role by demanding accountability from shipping companies. By choosing to support companies that prioritize sustainable practices, we can drive change in the industry. We can support organizations that are working to improve conditions in shipbreaking yards. These organizations are crucial in advocating for the rights and safety of workers. The time for change is now. Immediate action is necessary to prevent further damage and to start the transition towards more sustainable practices. We must act to stop the environmental destruction and human exploitation associated with shipbreaking. Every effort counts in making a significant impact. A just and sustainable future depends on it. Together we can create a world where both the environment and human rights are respected and protected. If you like this video, please comment and subscribe, and remember, stay vigilant and stay informed.